received comments from CAL FIRE. We need to incorporate them into the document. We also have to take the questions and the comments you have tonight, incorporate them into the documents. Any comments that are received during the public comment period and tonight, there'll be a matrix of what the comment is, how it's responded, and where it is in the document. You're required to do that. When it goes out for public review, it's sent to various agencies. I will get it on the city website, and people could submit comments. They'll have the document. They can review it. They submit comments. The comments, you are required to respond to the comments, which will be created in a matrix. Once during the comment period, we will schedule the public hearing process to begin before the Planning Commission, in which the Planning Commission will be reviewing the document with all the changes based on tonight, based on comments we received during the public comment time, and they will be making the recommendation to the City Council, and then the City Council will be the final review authority.
I do have a couple of questions myself that I'd like to start off with, and I want to address one of the speakers mentioned some concerns about the zoning of a couple of these lots, and I have some questions maybe to start with for staff. I'm looking at page 41, which lists housing sites 1, 2, and 3. Housing site 2 is, well, it's page 40 on the Granicus version of the staff report. It's section 3, page 32, as numbered. So there are 3 lots over here. 2 of them are not city-owned. They are commercial properties today. One of them is the parking lot, I think, and I don't know who owns the parking lot, and that's my question. Does the city own the parking lot?
Are we talking about Malaga Plaza?
I'm talking about the parking lot that's right over there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then, so I guess this is a constraint that we might be under that we hadn't considered previously. The council cannot unilaterally rezone potentially that property depending on when it came to be owned by the city, which I assume was a long time ago, probably before. But effectively, this parcel and that parking lot over there are zoned open space, and it requires a vote of the residents to rezone them. The council can't do that ourselves. So that is a potential limitation that we've got here, and not something we thought of.
Oh, okay, so the triangle across the street, when you said this parcel?
I'm talking about City Hall,
Oh.
Lot O, and that parking lot that's over there.
So according to the staff report from, what was it, 2022, it says the APN ending in 900 is commercial. And this is
There was, I think the challenge is that there was an ordinance of the city passed in the mid-'80s, which created the open space zoning category.
okay.
And everything that was owned by the city on that date was open space. Now,
Even if there was a building on it?
yes. I don't know. Maybe just a question for the city attorney.
I think it goes back to that open space for public use thing. Remember when we talked about that?
Which is different from Parkland's open space?
Correct.
We're talking about with the creation of the open space zone. I don't know that every parcel in the city was rezoned to
The
open.
language of it looked like it to me.
Part of the issue is we haven't been able to locate that map that listed all the properties that were rezoned to open space.
I'll just say this. We probably want to huddle with the city attorney on this,
Yes.
because there is an ordinance in place that in the 80s established the open space zone. It seemed to be pretty broad in its description. Seemed to be, to my reading, it sounded like it was all city-owned property on that date. Subsequently, there was a ballot initiative that the city council chose to adopt that limited the city council's ability to rezone open space property. So potentially an issue for those 2 areas, those couple of areas. Okay.
Thank you.
But I think that gets back to some of the the zoning documentation that was not able to be located. You're referring to back to 1980 when there was a transfer, was the gas station out here as an example, and I'm not sure that's been resolved at this stage.
Yeah, I agree that there are open questions here, and I think that's why that we
Okay.
And the same thing with Lunata Bay.
Well, the site that is in Lunata Bay here is already, it's privately owned and it's commercial. It's not.
Oh, okay, I was referring to what formerly was the gas
Yeah.
station.
The park